Hi, Wendell Barnhouse, Big12Sports.com correspondent. We're here in Big 12 offices, and we're joined by Curtis Shaw, the coordinator of men's basketball officials for the Big 12 Conference. Curtis, tell us a little bit about the transition to the job from Dale Kelly, who's the guy that's been the coordinator, to you taking over.
Hi, Wendell. Thank you very much. It's a real honor and a pleasure to be here, and it's a real exciting time for me. I'm looking forward to next year when I become the coordinator of officials, and this year's been a great year working with Dale, who's done a lot both in my career as a referee and now in this transition period. Dale has gone out of his way to try to help me learn the type job it is, the things I need to do, and the type of duties I will have for the future. So I'm really looking forward to that time. Without Dale Kelly in my refereeing career would have been very difficult. He's done a lot for me as a referee, and now he's really helping me transition in this new position.
A lot of fans probably don't know what exactly a coordinator of officials, what his job description is. Could you give us a little idea of what your job responsibilities are in this job you're going to take over next year?
Well, the most basic thing is the coordinator, and the thing that people see is just the assignment of games. We're in charge of assigning all of our games for our league schools. That includes the crossover contest, that includes tournaments they play in. We have our finger involved in everything they do. That's the part people see. The main part of the job really is in the training and development. We are always out looking for new officials. We're trying to find the ex-athlete that may have played college basketball. We're trying to find the young person who's very interested. We try to find them at a young age and then get them in a system to develop them and train them that they'll have success in the future. And it's quite a process. If we can find a young person that's in high school basketball, small college basketball, put them through our summer training systems, get them involved in some other leagues that may be more developmental type leagues, that way in the Big 12, when we have a need for more officials, or when it's time for a new official, we have somebody waiting that's already been trained.
Well, Curtis, you mentioned developing young officials. A couple of weeks ago on the show, we had a piece that we did talking about how the Big 12 Conference uses the Great American Shootout in Denton, Texas as kind of a proving ground and a way to find young officials and help young officials improve their games. How much is that, how much of a change is that in college basketball, the kind of farm system type aspect of trying to find and develop young officials?
You know, it's really something that's gone on depending on the conference for a long time. My first Division I college basketball game was in 1989, but I actually started going to camp in 1984. So it's a process that started in the 80s. There's a system and a stepping stone that we like to go through. You don't just go out and all of a sudden go work a game at Kansas. There's a process. Some of the leagues that we work in partnership with, you want to see a kid be successful at every level he's been in, whether it's high school, junior college, NAIA, all the way up to maybe the Southland Conference tournament and then the Big 12 Conference. So it's really a stepping process that we like to go through and that we want to continue to feed the pipeline. Much like coaches go recruiting, and they may look at 5 people and try to decide the one they want, we're doing much the same thing.
I assume that officials are just like players and coaches. You have highlights, you have memories of past games you've worked. You've worked a number of Final Fours. You worked last year's national championship game. Talk a little bit about how, as an official, some of the more memorable moments you've had as far as being a basketball official.
I've been lucky enough. I've been to 6 Final Fours. 1 as an alternate, and 4 semifinals, and then last year in the championship game. And of course, those are great moments. But I was almost as excited in 1997 when I was the alternate and wasn't actually working, just to be in that environment, that atmosphere. But when you really get down to what you're going to remember the most, there are games. There's the Kentucky-Florida game that when they were 1-2 in the country. There's the Kansas-Texas games that we've done over the years. But every game to me was important because I just love officiating. And I will remember people more than I will specific games. You end up in this profession like any other. Your best friends are referees. That's who we spend our time with. We're a lot like athletes. You spend more time with your teammates than you do anybody else. And that's what I cherish the most. My best friend in the whole wide world, we met at our first high school meeting in 1980. So it's really the people I remember with the games also.
Curtis Shaw, thanks again for joining us. As we mentioned, Curtis Shaw will be taking over next year as men's coordinator of officials for the Big 12 Conference. Curtis, thanks for your time. We'll be talking to you in the future.
Thank you very much.